What's good, everybody? Today's video is worst surprises from the NBA 2024 preseason so far. Let's get into the video.
That beautiful time of the year when hope is at an all-time high for downtrodden fan bases who will soon experience the same disappointment they experienced last year. In celebration of this heavenly time,
Who do you got winning this season? I want the Suns to win. I'm a Kevin Durant fan, so let's go Suns. But there's a lot of good teams out there. There's a lot of good competition. So who really knows who's going to win, right? I don't know, but there's a lot of strong teams. The New York Knicks, they fucking tough too this year too.
I bring you the stock report from week 1. Which players and teams have shown flashes that are turning their tuned out fans into believers, and which teams are on the
not Ben Simmons. Don't worry about
on
him.
the verge of hitting the iceberg of despair.
No.
First up, stock way down. The schedule makers. The NBA schedule makers were smoking something strong this season. It's almost like they are trying to replicate and break the longest-losingest record that was set by Cade Cunningham and his crew last season. They gave the toughest starting schedules to some of the weakest teams in the league. Toronto has the toughest schedule to start the season. Then the Nets.
Yeah, they do that on purpose. I bet you they do that shit on purpose.
Then Portland, then Detroit. Another philosophy is that these brutal starting schedules for weaker teams gives them a chance to steal some wins from the better teams at the beginning of the season, before the better
all right, okay.
teams get into a rhythm. But most fans of these teams would beg to differ. And just like that, the Tankathon has begun. Hashtag Cooper Flag.
And look at the 4 teams.
Correct.
Does the NBA office have something to do with that?
Look at the 4 teams.
Stock up, the New York Knicks.
Hey, Knicks fans,
Yeah.
let's get to work. See you at the Garden.
How
So,
the hell did he end up there? Fucking hell.
there is a new Big 3 in New York. Nope, not that one. Actually, it's a Big 4. Brunson,
These days, every new season starts, there's big threes everywhere, bro.
OG, Bridges,
And that's still not enough to win a championship.
and now Karl Anthony Towns, who is already making himself right at home in the city. Naturally, Cat's first bucket in a Knicks jersey was a bomb from way downtown.
Karl Anthony Towns, no hesitation near the range of the big man.
And Knicks fans are already celebrating being 2-0 in the Karl Anthony Towns era. It's going to be interesting to see how that Tibbs defense holds up with Cat playing defensive anchor.
I think we can be a great
That was a
defensive
tough
team.
shot.
You know, we have a lot of other good defenders as well, so I think it'll be a really good.
Overall, a lot of happy vibes at the Garden so far.
Kobe's reaction. Moment of truth, Mike.
Stock down, the Clippers. After losing Paul George this summer, the Clippers filled up their roster with all of the
Who do
league's
they got?
deplorables, namely Kevin Porter Jr.
NBA player Kevin Porter Jr. was arrested at a Manhattan hotel for domestic assault.
Why is the domestic assault going around everywhere these days? I think it is. Hey, I think it's always been happening, but just seems to be, well, if you're in the limelight, you're always going to get that media attention and you're always going to just walk away. Just walk away, guys. Just walk away.
Allegedly.
And
Fuck
Kai
it out.
Jones.
A gold time or there? I'm in a gold day. I had to do drugs or something. No. I might call it not a drug, man. I'm about to get traded.
And already drama is bubbling in Clipperland, as they've mutually agreed to have PJ Tucker away from the team, while the two parties work toward a resolution for his future.
Yeah, because he was complaining about his money.
Meanwhile,
Not getting paid
according to
enough.
Kawhi, none of the new guys on the team have really made a big impression during training camp.
But nobody stood out to me so far.
But at least the fans will all
That's tough, Kawhi. That's a bit harsh, brother.
have a VIP look of the coming chaos in the new arena.
So everybody's VIP.
Yeah,
What do you call it?
everybody is VIP, and then these buttons allow us to interact with the Halo boards.
Will the basketball gods give us at
If I heard right, every fan is going to be able to use that button. I think that's going to be an issue. You got thousands of people being able to control one button. Yeah, that's not a good idea. I don't think that's a good idea.
At least one healthy Kawhi season in LA? Only time will tell. Stock up, the Warriors. Speaking of Clipper chaos, the Warriors started preseason by putting in their deposit into the fund.
1.6, down 2. Lindy Waters for the win. He got it. A walk-off 3 and a nice way to begin the preseason.
And after losing Clay this summer, Dub Nation snagged Buddy
That was tough.
Hield to be the new Splash cousin.
Buddy Hield
Yeah, cousin. Ain't a brother, because he's not that nice like Clay.
right in with the Warriors' offensive style in the first half.
But he can still shoot. I'll give him that. He can still shoot.
And yes, that is DeMar in a Kings uniform getting splashed on.
The bonus can do that.
What the hell? DeMar's out of the fucking Bulls now. Bro, everyone's getting traded left and right. I haven't been keeping up that much, but fucking hell. Been too busy. But holy shit.
There's another 3 for Buddy Hield.
Ultimately, the question for the Warriors is how much growth and development will Kuminga, Moody, and Pods show this year?
Turnaround jumper. Rattles down for
That was
Because
tough.
we know what the baby-faced assassin and Uncle Dre will bring. Are the youths ready enough to step up
Yeah, man, they're getting in their old bags. They're getting pretty old these days.
and be
Steph,
reliable positives
Draymond.
day in and day out? Warriors fans are hoping the answer to that question is a resounding yes. Stock down, LaMelo Ball. In his first 3 years in the NBA, LaMelo Ball has had 11 injuries.
Finally back. Finally back.
7 of those have been ankle injuries.
Oh, and LaMelo. And LaMelo's going to have to come out of the game.
But finally, common sense has prevailed because this season, LaMelo has finally agreed to wear ankle braces for the whole year.
So, Eric, all the
Oh,
players
smart
were asked
decision,
about
eh?
goals for this season. For LaMelo Ball, number 1, stay healthy. Of course, the target area are those ankles. So he has decided this season to wear some ankle braces. So he is wearing them today, and the plan is for him to wear them all season long. They're underneath the socks, so you can't really see them.
While this is good news for Hornets fans, the fact that it took this much for common sense to make sense over there in Charlotte is a big L from an opportunity cost perspective on his development. Stock down, the Miami Heat. Things could get bad fast in South Beach, and I'm not talking about the recent hurricanes. Jimmy Butler didn't get an extension this summer, and if the Heat get off to a slow start, then we might be looking at a disaster as horrible as his exit from Minnesota in 2018.
Jimmy Butler's in street clothes, and you see the next 5 games from the Wolves. Jimmy just won't play in Minnesota.
On the bright side, the Heat's 15th overall pick this year has looked great. The kid has been blocking shots with a vengeance.
Khalil Ware with a block shot.
Pulling up from 3.
Khalil Ware for 3.
Hitting the midi.
That's Khalil Ware ringing up 2 more.
Khalil
And
Ware.
finishing strong.
Ware. Oh, beware of that. Khalil with a flush.
What's not to like?
Oh, he got another piece of that. And a block again for Ware.
And with news of Bam shooting more threes this year, a new dimension might open itself up in Miami. But until we know what is happening with Jimmy, all Heat culture excitement must be tempered. Stock up. Memphis. Grizzlies fans absolutely cannot catch a break.
I mean, this is getting carried away.
Why? Why do you need to do this? Do you need that much attention in your life? Is there nothing better else for you to do in your life?
Getting carried away to the
This
point
is
that you're
ridiculous.
endangering the physical welfare of people.
Preseason started with
And now
them
you're
getting
banned. Now you're banned for life from that stadium, or probably from every NBA stadium in America.
hyped.
Go Grizzlies! Yeah, I'm gonna see my husband. You see? Oh, I can't do that. Oh wait, she got it on her back.
Tell him.
After seeing Ja back on the court, lobbing the ball to their 7'4", 299-pound rookie center.
He got up a little bit. That wasn't all just height
7'4".
and length. He left the ground.
But the good vibes evaporated as soon as they began, with Ja injuring his ankle right away.
Oh,
Pass
God.
went down off. Oh, the ball went off his
Off the ball.
foot, and that same right foot rolled over. You see the ankle turn for John Morant.
Thankfully, the MRI revealed only a mild ankle sprain. As far as Edie, the Rook was dominant in the paint.
Yeah, there it is. Edie over Sharp, 7-4 over 7-5. Alley-oop for Edie from Luke
Too
Kennard.
easy.
And he projects to be a dominant rebounder. However, foul trouble, a problem he didn't have in college, is already starting to rear its
Well,
ugly
this is
head
the
against the
NBA.
pros.
Shaden Hardy back the other way. Clobbered. Headed to the line.
Yeah, that's a foul.
He knew he was going to get clobbered.
He had
These days
5
it's a
fouls in
foul.
only 18 minutes in his debut. The Grizzlies are a dark horse in the stacked Western Conference. And if Ja can stay out of trouble, it's going to be an exciting season in Grind City. Stock up, the French Hawks. After giving us Wemby last year, France gave us another #1 draft pick, Zachary Risacher. But Hawks fans have been getting a lot of hate ever since. Because, well, how could he ever measure up to the young giant? Thankfully for Atlanta, Zach saved them from even more brutal trolling by playing well in his preseason debut.
That's what we were talking about. Ricochet to Capella. Oh, baby. A little French pastry on opening night. Ricochet connects.
The work is showing up and showing out.
And with Vit giving us this beauty of a dime.
Look at that bounce pass to Buffkin. Are you
Oh,
kidding
they
me?
just made it through.
The vibes were immaculate in Atlanta. However, even more important to this season is that the Hawks have really fortified their defense to cover for Trey's deficiencies on that side of the court. Getting Dyson Daniels in that
Yep.
DeJounte Murray trade was
Trey
huge.
is not a defender
The kid is
at
a
all.
menace defensively, and his addition should pay huge dividends to plugging many holes on that side of the floor. Don't be surprised if this team makes it into the playoffs this season.
It's playoffs, but how far? They always make it to the playoffs, but they never move further than, I think, like the second round.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I don't mind it. What's yeah.
Stock down, Bronny James.
Here we go. The Lakers.
Lakers fans started preseason giving each other Steve Harvey level motivational speeches,
The ability to dream is a blessing.
making sure to remind each other, hey guys, remember it's not just JJ on the bench. But there's some good news for those that bleed purple and gold. We are already starting to see glimpses of what the Lakers offense is going to look like under JJ Redick. Less isolation, a ton of off-ball screens, and a ton of movement.
As long as AD stays healthy, they should be all right. Well, the whole team, but if it's not, it's AD that's mostly the problem. That he always gets injured and stuff. He's the one that gets injured the most.
If LeBron doesn't revert back to his instincts of the entire offense being generated through him, then this might be a fun offense.
AKA also meaning if LeBron doesn't let his ego get to him and starts playing just by himself.
While Connect has been a breath of fresh air so far,
Connect doubled up and he still knocks it down.
Bronny has been a disaster. Even with one of the best players ever coaching him, things do not look good out there on the court. In an act of pure desperation, some fans were trying to compare this block by Bronny
But James was there.
to the infamous LeBron chase down block on Iggy.
Bro, people are always reaching too much. Just let him. Let's see how it goes a bit. Let's see how it goes for a couple more games. Reaching over. That was like the second game that he played, or the first game.
That is crazy work. All in all, it's too early to say if Bronny will be a bust, but Kwame Brown has already decided.
But I see a kid just coasting because he has a guaranteed contract. Anybody else in that position would be cut.
Now, of course, these are
Facts. But you know, your dad is LeBron James. You ain't gonna be cut. It's like if your dad was the boss. You ain't gonna be cut.
only some
Family,
of the
bro.
best storylines from this preseason so far. There are so many more that just didn't make this week's cut, like Aaron Gordon beautifully serenading his haters.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon don't give a shit. He's the NBA champ. He's the champion. And he did do a lot to win the Nuggets their championship. You can't deny him that. He did play a big role in that, you know? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like and subscribe to the video. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.